Hey, what's everybody? What's up, everybody? Um, what's up, Jerome? What's up, One Loyal King? All right. So, I wanted to get this started tonight, and I was hoping to move to another area where my internet signal would be stronger, and I'm probably still going to move there. But I have a couple of things to present to you today. And while I'm gonna wait a moment for others to get in here, and I'm gonna give you this little reminder that if we lose signal, just refresh your screen. Today, towards when I get done presenting information, I will invite people if they have anything to add, and whether it be their opinion based on the information, or they have something that would enhance the information, it's all good. Okay, it is all good. So for the moment, um, for the moment, what's up, Carlos Bolton? All right, for the moment, as we wait and give people time to come in, I did some TikTok videos. All right. And I want to make you aware of the TikTok videos. All right. Hey, what's up, Captain Marvel? Um, so I wanted to make you aware of the TikTok videos and some of the stuff that people really aren't looking at when they're talking about spirituality. All right. And here's the problem that we have when we talk about men standing up. How do men stand up where they're standing up only under the tutelage of seeking to control a bunch of men so that they can, we have this organization 501c3 and we have all people in it like a church, and we are getting paid like a church with the same church doctrine. Oh, we don't have the same church doctrine. You have the exact same Catholic church doctrine. All you did was took the white Jesus that was black first, then repainted white by Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and then made him black again. But it's the same heresy story that many of us who decided to go and actually do some real research on our own instead of being influenced by other men because we want somebody to rule over us because we don't know how to think for ourselves. That's what you are saying. And the Most High had a problem with that. So while others pop in on this, all right, there's the folly of our ways as men that is leading to the very ideas that I'm trying to talk today. All right. It is today. The state of the Afro man is sickening today because they were not able to break free from the hatchet job that mama did on them. All right. So today, we got dudes that run around and glorify and worship hold on. I don't know how far we got. All right. So I might have to get this show on the road. All right. So let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Hold on for a second. This. because the internet is actually crap up in my room here. All right. So we are going to move this down to the business area, or at least see if we can. I needed that. I don't need this one. All right, so let's move this right along because the internet sucks up in my room. All right. All right, so yeah, there's some stuff going on. All right. So when we look at people like Wahid Clark, Oprah Winfrey, all these people that people like to lift up and say they made it, you then know that these people are more responsible for the destruction of the Black family, if we're going to use a color, and the community, far beyond anything. All right. And so that is one of the legacies that's left by this. Oh, I got a degree and stuff. They use their degree and position the community. All right. So yeah. All right, y'all. So I'm waiting to go into the business room. But situation in the internet is not good, but we'll continue with this subject matter here. Hmm. All right. Um, Let me say a quick what's up to the other people that's popped in. Okie dokie. All right. So All right, so we are playing. Let's see what we're playing with here. All right, there we go. All right, so as we pop back in, let's see. Hey, what's up, David Bowman? Simplify, Texas Marine Simplify, um, USMC vet, David. Let's see. Hey, Captain Marvel, what's going on? I got you, Carlos. Okay, so let's really quickly outline. Let's real quickly outline some of the issues here. Okay, and let's start with Wahida Clark. No, let's go here first. All right. Now, hopefully, y'all can see this that I just popped up and yanked. All right, so let's try this again. All right, let's try this again. All right, here we go. All right. So now let's point this out, right? And all I get and get an understanding. I keep saying that. And what we keep failing to understand is when I say that nobody should be leading us as Afro men, not a damn person should lead us. We come together as elders and stuff. We can come together as elders. Should lead us. We come together. All right, we can come together as elders and things. Um, but we lead our families. Nobody leads us. No one should have to tell you what you need to do as a man, except for your father, grandfather. Period. Damn for sure, no woman should be what a man needs to do. She needs to shut up. All right, and we don't need to entertain them. When you go by, you see their page. Now, I have some women I'm gonna present here because they make some valid points. I didn't say that everything that the BW said was not valid, but we should never allow them to define manhood in any sense of the word. They don't even know what womanhood is. All right. So when we go here, I wanted to go here so that there can be a reminder. All right. And I want y'all to understand in Hebrew, kind of more Hebrew, at what was going on here. And we'll start at 1 Samuel Okay, what was the last thing y'all heard? Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second, brothers. Okay, everybody. I don't know. How far did you get into this? All right. All right, brothers. All right. Did y'all get any information about um did you hear what I was saying about Samuel? First Samuel 8th chapter. Were y'all ever able to follow that? Okay. Were y'all able to follow that? Let's see this. All right. Okay. So let's go back. All right, let's go back. All right. So when we were addressing Samuel, close that. All right. When we were addressing Samuel, okay. One of the things that I was pointing out is, let me look one here. Okay, that we were not supposed to have a king to rule over us. The real men of the Most High, we don't need a king to rule over us, right? A bunch of old heads came up with that solution because they're lazy in their ways. You like the old heads that tell you to vote Democrat, oh, they'll do stuff for you, not realizing that the Democrats never did anything for the community. They only gave power to the females to not need the man. You know, that's welfare. And they gave them so little that even what they got was more destructive because they picked that deal than having fathers in the homes. Okay, so this is something to understand. Now, when I was talking about this in these groups, waiting for a white Jesus in the sky, this is the problem, right? Because if you go to this, and we start here again, and the elders of Israel gathered together and came to Shemuel at Ramah. Okay, the elders, the old heads that got tired of doing work, they're lazy, and they want somebody else to work for them. And they said to him, "You are old, your sons don't walk in your ways. Now appoint us a sovereign, that's a king or a ruler, to rule us like all the nations." They was trying to be like the Jones, because the people walking around not having to do anything for themselves. That wasn't easy, but the word was evil in the eyes of Shemuel. So he said it's evil. All right, and we know that this isn't Shemuel's opinion. This is the Most High's opinion also, because in the next word he said, and Yahweh said to Shemuel, "Listen to the voice of the people, that they say to you, for they have not rejected you, but they have rejected me from reigning over them." All right, and all that getting understanding, brethren, understand this. Real people of the Most High, this is why I said I follow Abraham's example, not the 12 tribes. You follow the 12 tribes if you want to remain disobedient, lazy, intellectually lazy. Meaning that the Most High gave you a brain. The Most High gave us a brain. The Most High gave us 5 fingers and hands. He gave creativity and stuff like that. And we constantly throw away what the Most High gave us. What's up, R Radio? All right, we constantly throw it away. All right, so I want y'all to have this understanding. We were supposed to be our own sovereigns. All right, so you have the first part of this, right? Then you have the warning as to what the king will bring, right? And then you have the Most High turning his back on them. All right. And when you go back, listen to Hosea 4:6, it says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge. Because they reject knowledge, the Most High will reject them." Because that's what we do. Because out of laziness, all right, out of laziness, complacency, we reject knowledge. Literally, we reject knowledge. We reject evidence. Let's look at law. Knowledge is evident. There's a case going on with Cal Rittenhouse. All right. And as y'all know, I did a story on him way back when it started. And I said he should never been put in jail. I put up the video, people attacking that boy and him running from them and only firing when people was pulling guns on him. I pointed it out and the video was taken down. That's rejecting knowledge. I'm saying that when people say, no, he was in self-defense, there's video up, other people should go look for it. But no, we're lazy. We let the media, the rulers, tell us things that are lies, and they have lied about everything. You understand? They are lied about everything. However, the people refused to listen to the voice of Shemuel and said, "No, but let us sovereign rule over us. Then we shall be, we also like all the other nations." So to be like everybody else, you see this with the BWs. Why don't they wear their natural hair? They're trying to be like the white women. But at one point, the white women would run around with afros because it was cool. because they was trying to be like the black. They was trying to have a little black in them, so to speak. This is it. And our sovereign shall rule us and go out before us and fight our battles. They thought having somebody else to fight their battles was going to come with us. There is always a cause for the people of the Most High when they refuse to do what they're supposed to do as men. And we're going to get in right now. I want to present some things to you, and I want you to just watch this, look at this carefully as we go down. What's up, young boy 24? Okay. I want y'all to just look at this. This is the state of mind of the modern day simp. All right. Let me say this. Today, during breakfast, I was talking with a woman about, and the conversation started because of how I dress, like my dashiki. All right. She was heavy set with a shape, and she was getting breakfast for more than just herself. She was getting a couple of bowls of cereal, this, that, and the other. So we was having a whole conversation, and then another dude, a simp, looked at her booty. She had a towel around her. She had on like Daisy Duke shorts, but she had a towel around her. All right, but he saw her shape, and so all of a sudden he was like, "Ooh, I got to compete with this dude to try to hire and get this number." But see, I wasn't competing with him for her. This is obviously a woman with children. And regardless of if she had a man in the room or not, I knew she had multiple children. We was talking about her son, right? And if she received child support for any of those, she's off limits to me anyway. But then again, she's the prize. I am. Right? So if she's not wise enough to realize that I'm the prize, then why would I want to be bothered with her? Because we was talking about the things that I was doing. She obviously knew I was doing these things because I was having a conversation with some of the people in Brazil. All right. I knew about the Shape Center here in Houston and this, that, and the other. But all a woman got to do is turn around and show these simps a shape. And they will do almost anything just for the hope to get a moment of sex. And because they are such simps, only looking for that, they don't realize that the main person these women love is thugs. We know this is because they wait for them to come out of jail. When they come out of prison, whoever's in the house has to go. They'll hold their drugs for them. They will run drugs for them. The woman they tried to make up as such a saint, and she turned out to be the trap house queen, according to phone jail conversation. She was the one hiding the money. We don't even know how she was the one that got shot if the boyfriend was the one that actually shot at the police first. How did he not get hit at all? Y'all know the story. All right. But this is who the BWs promote. They write books about this. They have taught their daughters and granddaughters to choose these men. And then you have these, we're going to get into this in a moment, right? You have these women that are nothing but traps. They are thirst traps. I'm not saying don't look, all right, but this dude, the woman today was built like this woman in the middle. And this dude did everything in his power. One moment, people, one moment. All right, so basically, as I was pointing out before, all right, as I was pointing out before, you got thirst traps, and thirst traps exist because of gullible people, gullible men. That's the reason thirst traps exist. All right. Thirst traps exist specifically because of these gullible dudes. These dudes that will cut you in a minute just to get next to some has-been used up coochie. All right. And these are dudes that are looking to be led by the females and or other groups. If you notice that what a lot of these groups do, Nation of Islam, these new Israelite groups and stuff like that, they go to people that think that they are in hopeless positions, and that's who they get. That's who they can talk to. They go to the products of these single mothers, all right, and that's who they talk to. And they brainwash them in such a way that these dudes will never look at anything objectively again. Everything that they look at will be from the perspective of the guys that trained them. And even when they're making sense about some things, the core premise to why they know the knowledge, all right, the core premise, the core reason at its base to they know the knowledge is turned on its head. That core premise is turned on its head because these dudes have no clue, because they didn't research anything. All that they know come from out of the camps. Let me repeat that. All that they know come from out of the camps. Meaning that if the camps didn't teach it, they don't know it. If the camps are wrong, oh, the camps will never be wrong. They can't be wrong because it's the camps. Y'all understand? Hold on for a second. So now, let's really get into the meat and potatoes of all that is going on with us as a people. Let's see if we can have some stuff here. Hold on. All right. We might be able to accomplish a little something here. All right, hold on. Just a moment. Okay. In a moment, I will be able to, okay. Hold on for a second. All right. And so while I'm getting the desktop back up, all right. So as I get the desktop back up, we're going to be able to present some of the other things that I think is of vital importance. Again, I really apologize for the quality of the internet here at this hotel, but I can't do a thing about it because it's not my hotel. All right. And so as we do this, hey, what's up, Rashawn Irving? All right. So as we go into this, and as we wait on this, so with all the stuff that I presented, 1 Samuel 8th chapter, just read that. It is a thing in who we are definitely not supposed to be. Period. It is literally who we are not supposed to be. All right. When they said, give us a king to rule over us, we were a failure to the Most High at that point. All right. Period. We were a failure to the Most High at that point. So let's look at this. We got more of a direct connect. Okay, so we're going to cancel this. All right. All right, and let me pull. All right, all right, all right. Let's see how far we can go now. All right, let's see how far we can go now. All right, so let's pull Samuel back up here. And look like we'll be able to get into the good stuff now. All right, so now let's get into the breakdown of all of this. All right, we know who we're not supposed to be. All right, we're not supposed to be anybody that have anybody ruling over us. Period. In the story. All right. Period. In the story. If we're going to look at Samuel and understand the beginning of our problem. Two, the other problem that we have is the sucker move, right? Sucker for behind. As men, we have to outgrow that. We got that. That can't be our MO anymore. It should have never been anything. So sucker for the behind. All right. And this is when I say this is the thing that make the simps more the most toxic thing. Let me see something real quick. Let me see. Yep, that's the one. All right. So as we look at this, hold on. Okay, so let's go back for this recap. Let's go back for this recap. All right, because now we're playing with fire now. All right, so as we go back for this recap, all right, there's some things we need to understand. These simps will headbutt you out the way just for the booty, and it used or not. At no point do they think, well, what is the consequences when they get done? And the female don't think about it because in her mind she's thinking, I'm gonna use the hell out of this simp, and I'm gonna use him probably not to even give him any, but because I know he just booted somebody out of the way to try hard to get at me. See, so this is what you have going on here. All right. So this is what you have going on here. All right. Now, both of them are going to think they are winning. The simp thinks he's winning because he hit. The female thinks she's winning because she's going to use him, and that's why she let him hit. All right. She will use him to destroy the rest of the community. All right. Now, this isn't even the sad part. All right. We talk about what Wahida Clark, Oprah, and all of them that promoted this bad boy and taught this to their daughters, and their daughters taught it to their daughters. Remember Emiri talking about how she passed down culture? That's the culture that the BW passed down. Thug and simp culture. All right. And I told you that the woman today looked more like this woman right here. All right. And so that's basically it, right? So that's kind of what the woman did. And this dude was like, um, basically, so she had a lot of food that she was getting for her children in the bedroom, and I knew it was for children. So I was going to offer to help her, and then he was just almost kung fu me out the way to deliver some food up to her. And so about a half hour later, he's still trying to run game at her door, at the door of her room. Now, here is the weird part. He was listening to my conversation with her about cultures, other cultures, and the shape center, and this, that, and the other. She had um, heard me talk to some people from Brazil. She kind of knew what I was doing and stuff like that. So, upon that, as I walked by him, this dude was talking about how he's from Jamaica, this, that, and the other. All right. And so he's thinking he's competing with me by trying to beat me, by trying to impress her, because when she was talking to me, I had her full attention on things from capoeira, telling her that she could take her sons there. I was telling her where to take her sons. He was looking at her booty. I wasn't interested in her because, one, I really don't know her situation, but I know she has more than one child and she's here. He didn't care because he's trying to hit. Come on. Look around. I didn't see. I see these. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so that's basically it. Um, so that's basically it, right? And so he bogarted. I'll probably see them at breakfast, not together, but just see them. All right. And so that's basically it. Now, this is why this is important. This is why this is important. Hey, what's up, Myth the Legend? All right, so this is why this is important. Now that we got a basis, I'm gonna start doing these from in here. So I'll probably do another one, and then I'm gonna see some of the brothers on Saturday, like Texas Marine and stuff. And so that, because I have a lot of stuff up in the room, I'm gonna repack the bags for Brazil. What's up, Rayshawn Irvin? All right. So basically, so let's get down to this. All right. Because one, as I was running across some things, a couple of things become very prevalent. All right. A couple of things become very prevalent. One, when I say I know how to do stuff, I'm not trying to impress a female. Coach Adams. So we're going to bring him up in here real quick. I'm not trying to impress. I just literally know how to do it, and I'm trying to pass that information along. Right? But other dudes, when they come, they hear conversation, they really don't know. There's some things I'll show y'all in a minute. First, we're going to go into Coach Adams. And I want you to hear this.
Things to happen to gender dynamics is this. They put a smartphone with a camera into women's hands. That was disastrous for relationships and gender dynamics. From there, she can worship herself. She can broadcast to other people to worship her. So much so that if she has a spouse, a boyfriend, or whoever, people pursuing them, they cannot match the attention that she can get on her own. They cannot match the attention that she can get via Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all of these vehicles to broadcast herself for women's worship. And the beta males are eating it up.
Now, remember what I said. Remember I said this was all about worship. Remember that I said this is what separates us from the simps who are destroying the community. This is what separates us from them. We're not worshiping these women. Right? We're not worshiping these women. Arlie. Hey, what's up, Rashad? Arlie sent me a video. He saved it. Him and Francisco in Brazil, they save a lot of stuff that I do just in the community, right? And Arlie, he teaches judo at the NGO, right? And other, like when they're black belt martial arts and stuff, he's the teacher. They when people come in and people say they and you know some stuff, they'll test you, see what you know, right? And they'll test you real, see if you know what you know. Understand this, right? And so one of the things is that a lot of the people, mi amigo, a lot of the people in Brazil are impressed by some of the things that, like when Brother Elijah goes there, they were impressed by his knowledge. All right, now let me say this. I'm gonna start practicing again because I'm not taking no BS from anybody. I'm in better shape now than I was then. Well, probably not today, but when I start working out again tomorrow, and so I'm gonna just keep practicing again. All right, that was Arlie taping this, and so they know that I know what I know. All right, now you hear me getting winded and everything because I'm not in the best of shape. I am not in the best of shape. But understand, there's a lot of things that I've been working on. And I'll put a couple demos up when I catch up with Texas Marine and Frankie. Okay? There's a lot of things that I've been working on. We call it self-improvement. Okay, we sit up here and we call it self-improvement. But at the end of the day, what it basically is I have a streak in me that says it's time to prepare to fight. And it's not the government that you're going to be fighting. Lord knows I wish it would be the government, but it's going to be people. The government is digging themselves into the hole because they're not going to be able to control the people. But it's going to be the people. And why? Because the people decided that they wanted to be effed up in such a way because of laziness and stuff. And they decided to do female worship. Bottom line. Now, let me say this. Pay attention to this. And I want y'all to listen to this. This is men giving up manhood and who they're supposed to be as leaders. Because the nature of the woman is to be the canary in the minefield, look out for herself and things
Here's
she
a
cares
rule.
about.
How about no makeup in the workplace?
Listen,
Why would that be a rule?
Why should you wear makeup in the workplace? Isn't that
now you see how the dude is laughing? He don't understand the premise. We know that the purpose of makeup is enticement. We know that is witchcraft. We've called it that. But listen to how this is broken down.
sexually provocative?
No.
It's not?
No.
What is like what?
Listen to
Here's a
this
rule.
rule.
How about no makeup in the workplace?
Why would that be a rule?
Why should you wear makeup in the workplace? Isn't that sexually provocative?
No.
It's not?
No.
What is it then? What's the purpose of makeup?
Some people would like to just put on makeup.
Why?
And so here's the thing. You see all these, as we say, beta males. Let's not even call them that. Sorry excuses for men who've been so conditioned to do things that the women want to the point where they don't even look at reason and why the women do it. Or worse than that, they are liars to themselves and others, acting like they don't know why women do it. We all know women put on makeup to improve their appearance to try to entice men. Real men know that. We know that they wear their clothes a certain way for that very same reason.
I don't know why.
Why do you make your lips red? Because they turn red during sexual arousal. That's why. Why do you put rouge on your cheeks? Same reason.
I mean, look.
How about high heels?
What are they
for?
about high heels?
What about them? They're there to exaggerate sexual attractiveness. That's what high heels do. Now, I'm not saying that people shouldn't use sexual displays in the workplace. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that that is what they're doing. And that
there it is, the key. He didn't say that they shouldn't be doing it. He said that is exactly what they're doing it. But you got these apologetic, weak-minded simps and men that run around and say the women can do anything because they don't want to stand up and be men and say, no, they can't do anything because this is what it really means. And if we're going to have a standard, it should be a standard across the board. The Army is effed up right now because they have no standards. Because women came in and changed everything to the point where the Army is always changing the standard. Now, there is no real military standard like back in the day. You can only have so many tattoos. They had to be certain places, and that was everybody. Listen.
that is what they're doing.
Do you feel like a serious woman who does not want sexual harassment in the workplace, do you feel like if she wears makeup in the workplace, that she is somewhat being critical?
Yeah.
There it is. And the difference between the two is you have one that's the thinker that actually thought about this and thought about how this feministic mentality by men is helping to destroy the community, his community, the business world. And he is absolutely right. Okay. Now, Let's go a little further with this. Let's go a little further with this. Now, let's look at who they care about. Right? Let's look at who they care about. This is why I advocate that we must leave them alone. Not because of anger, because that's what scripture says we're supposed to do. That's what manhood says we're supposed to do. If something is a danger to us, we're not supposed to entertain it. Let me repeat that. If something is a danger to us, we're not supposed to entertain it in our midst. We're not supposed to build with it. How can you build with something that's going to tear down what you built up as soon as they get mad? Pay attention to this.
Cheating on him with your baby daddy?
Yeah.
Holy crap. All right.
Cheating on husband with baby daddy. Baby daddy
Who
was
ended
in
up filing for
prison.
divorce?
Me.
And she filed for divorce.
Where's your child's father?
He takes care of our child.
I just said, where is he?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Are you guys still together?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because he just wanted to screw up your situation.
Nope. That's exactly what he wanted.
And yeah, and you were dumb enough to let him do it.
Precisely. Yep.
Now, here's the thing. She didn't care about her situation. It wasn't a trick. She knew that when she was getting with him, she was screwing things up. But she didn't care about the man. She didn't care about the man that she married. And you know how much she didn't care? She filed for divorce on him, even though she was the one that slept with somebody else.
Guys you prefer, scammer, drug dealer, or 9 to 5?
Drug dealer.
No
I want him to
hesitation.
move that way. I told
Do you hear that?
the world I prefer 9 to 5, but I really want a scammer in my heart. No funny shit. Because
1, 2, and 3.
Scammer 3.
Okay.
Drug dealer 2.
9 to 5.
9 to 5, 1.
And they both agree.
All my 9 to 5 fellas, we
They're
are winning.
working.
In other words, if you want to be a good man, now I want y'all to understand this. I want y'all to understand this. If you want to be a good man, the BWs are saying they're not interested in you. You're not even close. That woman divorced her husband because she wanted to sleep with the baby daddy who was in jail. She wanted to get married to some dude because that's what we do. That's a simp. All right. So that's a simp. Get married to a woman whose real love is the scammer and drug dealer. They're telling you, listen.
What are the type of guys you prefer, scammer, drug dealer, or 9 to 5?
Drug dealer.
No
I want him to
hesitation.
move that way. I told the world I prefer 9 to 5, but I really want a scammer in my heart. No funny shit. Because
1, 2, and 3.
Scammer 3.
Okay.
Drug dealer 2.
9 to 5.
9 to 5, 1.
And they both agree.
All my 9 to 5 fellas, we
They're
are winning.
working.
All us 9 to 5, we're
They
winning right
are
now.
working. You are working.
You're trying your best.
Hold on, listen to that. Listen to this.
Scammer at the top.
Scammer at the top.
Why do men?
Scammer at the top. Let me play that again. And pay attention to the Hispanic and Caucasian woman.
But we've got an entire video.
Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. What happened? Let me put it back up. All right, I'm gonna put it back up. I want y'all to pay close attention to it. It is worth the rewatch. It is worth the rewatch.
Guys, you prefer scammer, drug dealer, or 9 to 5?
Drug dealer.
No
I want him to
hesitation.
move that way. I told the world I prefer 9 to 5, but I really want to scam her in my heart. No funny shit. Because
1, 2, and 3.
Scammer 3.
Okay.
Drug dealer 2.
9 to 5.
9 to 5, 1.
And they both agree.
All my 9 to 5 fellas, we
They're
are winning.
working.
All us 9 to 5, we're
They
winning right
are
now.
working. You are working.
You're trying your best.
Scammer at the top.
And notice that the scammers are at the top for the BWs, right? These dudes went through, and the BWs wanted scammers and drug dealers, and 9 to 5 wasn't on the thing. When they went to the nice looking Caucasian and Hispanic women, they was like, he is working, he's doing the best he can. He's working 9 to 5, doing the best he can. Okay, doing the best he can. These are the BW that these camps are trying to tell us that we should be with. Dr. Umar Johnson, he's telling us that we should, as men, we should forget everything that the Most High said. The 9 groups in Deuteronomy and the 7 in Ezra. All right, that the Most High said we're not to mess with. They were all black. Why? Because if you get with them, they will turn the hearts of the men from the Most High. And so you see it. You see these dudes. You see, oh, Kyle Rittenhouse, the judge just dismissed the charges. And Kyle Rittenhouse, because everybody admitted he was in self-defense the whole time. The video, right? They chased him. Funny how truth comes out in court. And the reason why I mention this, because a lot of people were calling that boy a racist, even though he was the one being chased. They branded him as a racist supremacist, and all the people he shot were white who were trying to shoot him. I want y'all to think and let that sink in for a minute. I keep telling you to stop targeting everybody in Congress and start targeting the people that's doing the evil. Because the people that's doing the evil don't mind if you target everybody and lump them in with the whole group. Oh, all of Congress, except for the Democrats. The Democrat as a party is a platform of wickedness for us. We shouldn't vote for any of them. And they are lockstep on everything that they do. Martin Luther King was a Republican. Malcolm X, Republicans. He didn't trust none of them, but he knew that the Republicans honestly didn't like him. They didn't hide it. All right. And so this is the nature of everything. But the reason why things are so effed up, because you got the whole damn community trying to follow the will of the woman, which changes at every point. So as she sources any advantage she can get from the stupidity of any men that would follow a woman. When Coach Adams was talking about all these apps, These apps were to give the women power so that they would not need the validation of men on a superficial level. And they knew that the women would place the superficial validation with the real one, the validation of being a wife, a husband. And so now you got a bunch of women who will now teach their daughters that number one on the list when choosing a man, he should be a scammer, then a drug dealer, but a 9 to 5 shouldn't even be close. You use him because in their hearts, they're corrupt scammers. Okay? I want y'all to understand this. This is the nature of what's going on. You got people that's not trying to build crap. They're not trying to help in crap that you do. All right. Me, I only hope. All right. Me, my hope is that a lot more brothers will wake up because we are making moves. I'm going to say this. We are making moves. All right. We are making moves. Let me show you some of the moves that we are making. One of the things that I have been doing for a while is going to Brazil. So this is the barber. And he is right next to the old NGO, the one that kept getting shot up that we moved out of when they took out the air conditioner, right? What happened is, remember all them soccer balls y'all helped me get, right? Well, what happened is that the community start developing teams. The community started to develop teams. All right. And so what they did is now I don't need to give all of them soccer balls. All I have to do is bring soccer balls for each team. All right. And so there's a couple of soccer fields. There's one by the new area of the NGO. Now, so I told them these are coming on the way. All right. So I got to get some more air out of them soccer balls so I can fold them up properly. But these will be going to Brazil. And so basically, people, we've been making moves, right, to the point where now, oh, here's the other one. Hey. Okay. So this is Roberto and Palenque. So excuse me, because part of it's in Spanish. So we communicate in Spanish and English. It helps us, right? Um, 1055 1 North Freeway. Okay, but so basically, we're talking about if we we're talking about hold on for a second. I don't like when people step out of my phone. You're good.
It's not short up because I don't want to get my stuff.
Okay, and so basically, if you look here, for those of you that read Spanish, and so the idea is when we get to Palenque, all right, that we're going to build a community center. Well, not build it, but we're going to find a place and turn it into a community center. All right, and so basically, we got all of this stuff going on. All right, Francisco, this is my so he sends me a lot of stuff that's going on too. All right. Okay.
The shorts are silver and the shirt maybe white.
All right. And so basically, he sends a lot of stuff that's going on. So he kind of documents what he kind of documents so these are all the children that formed the teams.
Yes, he said yes, ma'am. And he said in front of the cops that I could. And then once they walked off, he started like branding me and slamming the door.
Okay, let's see. Oh, Francisco, we're going to do a different one.
Shirt's black. He just walked by. Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is Francisco and Selmina. Okay, and so this is a lot of stuff that's going on.
No, ma'am, I don't.
This room is going to be closed. In the closed room.
Okay. All right, so this is a lot that's going on. Give me a minute to shut down. I'm doing a meeting.
None. Just my friend brought me by here.
Okay, and so let's see. And so he kind of documents everything. So we built a music room. We rebuilt the music room. In Brazil. There's a lot of stuff that we're doing. Now, here's the crazy thing. All right, here is the crazy thing, right? The crazy thing about all of this is that all this building, the building, and it's not that we're trying to build things, is we're building a relationship. The crazy thing about all of this, all right, is that we tried to build this stuff. We tried to build this stuff here in the United States, and it was the BAW that shut us down. Oh, that's okay. Hey, what's up, backwards rider? It was the BAW. Oh, okay, thanks.
You're a good man.
All right. And so, and this is the state. All right. This is the state. Exactly. There it is, right here. Because these women have evil spirits, they can't recognize the good, only the bad. This is why those women kept saying that they would choose the scammer. Understand this. They would choose the scammer over the drug dealer, but they will still choose the drug dealer before the 9 to 5. Why the scammer? Because in their heart, they like wickedness, right? And these are the same women that the groups are saying that something is wrong with you if you don't have anything to do with the BAW because she is in this state of only wanting scammers and thugs. Period. All right. It is a travesty. It is a no-win situation. It's a no-win situation. I started getting back into practicing with my fists, my projectile weapons and stuff for a reason. And that reason is that with the simp culture that we have going on here, where these dudes chase the booty over all else, and the females know it, and they don't have a problem with it. And the reason why they don't have a problem with it, because these dudes are easy to control. You'll see it all the time. Oh yeah, she got a nice booty. Now that's a good woman to get with. But all you did was look at her shape and made that determination. You didn't need to know anything else. This is how sorry these females grew these dudes. This is the sorry state of the so-called Black community. This is the state of mind. And these dudes are looking to be led by the booty of the female. The female is looking to be led by the Caucasian white Jesus. And you got these fools in all these camps teaching you the same religious mumbo jumbo as the Pope. All right. And they want us to chase after this. They want us to marry this after it's been run through by this guy. I want y'all to understand that. Understand the gravity of it. Everybody is pushing for this Black unity, but only in America. And they're putting borders on the minds of men. They're trying to put borders on the minds of men, but real men will challenge them back. They teach a bunch of dudes that the most corrupted, inaccurate Bible, the King James Bible, is the Bible that they should be reading from. All right. I want y'all to understand that. Thanks, Jamal. I want y'all to understand that. We are not supposed to pick women based on the color of their skin, because in all those groups that we're not supposed to be with, they're all so-called black. We are not supposed to pick women that's going to defy the Most High as we know it, meaning white, Hispanic, or whatever. If they can't get with our program, then we don't choose them. It's that simple. But any woman that wills to be with a right living man, that's who we choose. And I'm not saying that it wouldn't be one of these. I'm saying that the laws of probability state that it will not be one of them. See, this is the laws of probability. What is more probable? Will you find that woman that want to be with you? Or will you find that woman that want to be with you so long as she can control you? And when she find out she can't control you, she'll try to destroy you. Laws of probability. I never said 100% of black women are bad. Right? I never said that. I'm saying that we should operate with logic and probability. And the thing is, what is the probability that a woman would set you up so bad that it'll F your life up? And what is the probability that other women will care in mass? All right. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this. This is a case we talked about. The guy that owed all that money. The video, his video, the video about that whole thing is still up on this channel and the other channel. All right. Now, I can't tell if this woman is upset for real or upset to get views, but the point is valid.
I need all the ladies that was all up on that video talking about if a man is on child support, he's a deadbeat. I need y'all to the forefront of this video, because y'all had a whole lot to fucking say. So now we have a father who was facing jail time, $30,000 behind in child support, all behind a woman who had to name him as the father in order to get welfare benefits. She had to put somebody's name on that application as the father of her fucking kids, and he's not even the father. What do y'all have to say about that? Because y'all swear to God that every man on child support is on there because they are not taking care of their kids. Them kids don't even fucking belong to him. It was all a fucking scheme. What do you gotta say? I need all the ladies that was all.
And what they have to say is nothing but crickets, because they're all in on the scheme. Here's the thing, we have a culture of females that believe it's okay to destroy children and men for monetary gain. Who taught them that? Their mothers. Who taught their mothers? Their grandmothers. Remember them old heads in Samuel? Give us a king to rule over us. Why? Why did they want a king to rule over us? Oh, so that the king could fight our battles instead of us. So that we could sit around and let somebody else take on our responsibility as men. That's what separates us as people of the Most High. This is why I don't follow the 12 tribes. I know that I'm a part, but I don't follow them because I go back to the source, Abraham. I try to have the mind like Samuel and Abraham. So what are you saying, Nabi? The 12 tribes are who we were when we decided we wanted to disobey the Most High, throw him away, and get us a king. And them clowns have been looking for a king from out of the sky or from across a thing anywhere, period. And so long as they want a king to rule over them, the Most High will not. That's why they're so lost in their spirit, even though they have a little bit of knowledge. That's why their spiritual thing does not make any kind of damn sense. That's why they teach them to only study the material they appoint for them. I want you to understand that. That's why these dudes don't know anything on their own. That's why they sound the same, no matter which one you run up into. That's a problem. Me, Brother Frankie, Texas Marine, Brother Elijah, the White, we'll have a conversation about one thing. And because of our learned experiences, you'll hear us come at it from so many different angles. Because we're men. We're men that think like men. We're men that studied some stuff. All right. And the platform is now open for anybody that wanted to click in that have to add to it. But we're men that studied some stuff, hashed some stuff out, disagree with on some things. And me and Dwight agree on a lot, but he's a practicing, I think he's a practicing Sunni Muslim. You see what I'm saying? And we break bread a lot. We talk. Think about it. Brother Dwight is a Sunni Muslim, so he does some religious stuff. But when he talks, we are mainly in agreement with him. And y'all are mainly in agreement with me. Y'all see things a little different, but on the grassroots of an issue, we are mainly in agreement that we need to be men, that we ain't following no damn body, that the Most High gave us everything we need already. Period. Brother Frankie, Brother Frankie, he was like, we was talking about assertive. I said, assertive is a trait that I have. So I know it. And he's like, so what does it mean? Me, I see something that needs to be done, so I just do it. That's what assertive is. Right? I see something that needs to be done or that I would like to be done, so I just do it. Period. And I understanding I don't want to overwhelm myself. I do a little bit at a time and then build up to the point where I can get some help wherever I may get it, in any way that I may get it. But I'm assertive enough that I start the process. Period. That's assertive. I don't need no man to tell me how to conduct myself. Okay. Oh, can you give me 5 more minutes?
No, they said it's got to be closed.
All right. I'll talk with the manager tomorrow. Hey, I'm gonna let you get the last word real quick because
Hey, go ahead and shut down. Go ahead and shut down, bro.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye. All right. So we'll do another live tomorrow. All right. Because, yeah, I got an issue now. So I will holler at y'all tomorrow, schedule another live, and I'll start a little earlier. All right. So with that said, I'm out. Remember, everything is in the description box. all the links to everything. All right. And I will talk to y'all later.